tell us about your brand?
I'm Archana Agarwal, and you have seen my pieces.
Yeah.
So I do from diamond to polki, from young to old,
Yeah.
from colors to only pearls, and I believe in more about in power of craftsmanship. And my jewelry is like it's a signature pieces. I mean, once bought, it can be worn till 15-20 years, and you can pass it over to generations.
So is it a heritage jewelry or
The modern, yeah, I have lots of. I mean, my touch is a royal touch, so that's why I'm telling it goes pass over to generation. And of course, at the same time, I have a very chic jewelry like the youngster how they want the delicate jewelry. And I've come this year with a very young pieces like tassels and very beautiful bracelets and rings.
so you're amalgamation of modern and heritage both? So okay, so you like colors? I can see the colors behind.
Yes, yes.
So are you?
And colors give you really happiness, pleasure. So of course, colors plays a very important role in your life.
So are you coming up with any new collection?
Yeah, I'm coming up with a very new collection in a new store, which is coming shortly at Ambavata next month. So come and see.
So is there any particular piece you would want our viewers to know and you want to explain?
I've come this year. As you can see, this red and color, that's a ruby, and this thing emerald, which you can see like it's so very well blended. So like it's 4 steps in this. You can see the steps. So I'm giving that steps 3D look.
So, okay, is there any piece your customers love? All of them personally, I love all of them.
See, they all are my babies. So I can't say that I love this and that.
Hi, I'm fashion journalist of Fine Arc Fashion. Please tell us about your brand.
Hi, I'm Tariq Dar and my brand is Pashmkar. Well, it's a sustainable brand because everything we make is 100% handmade. So we proudly say we are a sustainable brand. As you see, the whole world is going toward sustainability. And here it's not about only the sustainability, but also helping to save this craft, which is a 500-year-old in Kashmir. So everything you see here, from spinning the yarn to making the fabric and then doing the embroidery, everything is handmade. So we are not using any machine, we are not using electricity. So you can say it's like we are a sustainable brand.
So talking about sustainability, do you use sustainable dyes and stuff?
Oh well, right now we are doing like most of the products that we are using is azo-free dyes, but we are working on to make it natural dyes as well. And in that process, like we have also created this collection. As you see here, this is like 100% pure pashmina. It's not only because normally in any shawl we make the pashmina, then we do the embroidery with the cotton thread or silk thread. But here I have done the first of my collection to do the embroidery also with pashmina, and I'm not using any dye here. I'm using the 2 original colors of pashmina to make them the unique concept. Like this one is like I'm trying to work on that. We don't need to dye anything at all, but we are working on a natural dye collection also, which will be very soon. You can see that.
So how old is your brand?
Well, I'm the second generation making these pashmina shawls, but this brand name that I have given, it's like 10 years now, because earlier my father, and he was an artisan himself, so they never was bothered about creating a brand and all of that stuff. But since I'm the second generation, I want it to be like a legacy, and to make it also, we have around 250 artisans working with us. Some of them are my cousins, some of them are my relatives, so we have like a big family. So we want to create some in these beautiful things, and we want to give them a name. And as you said, my brand name is Pashmkar. Pashim means pashmina, finest quality of wool, and kar in my language is work, so it's like pashmina work.
So since you have been in the industry from very long, so how was your experience and what changes have you seen in this industry?
I mean, like you see, in this fashion always changes. You see the fashion, but these are something that we make is they're forever. Like the shawls that we make here, they're timeless. They're timeless, absolutely timeless. But in that we make some modern things also, because a lot of people who would want to wear it with a fashion as a fashion accessory. So we have that segment also where we do very modern colors, very modern patterns, but keeping that heritage intact and having those classical pieces as well.
Okay. What is your price range of your brand?
So we have two sizes. Like we make couple of sizes. We have like one is like 70 by 200 centimeter, which is stole size, which will start from 10,000 approximately, and then it can go up to anything, whichever the work is there, how much work is there.
So are you coming up with any new collection?
As I was telling you, like this is the latest, the which is like 100%. This is pashmina embroidery on pashmina shawls, which is the latest thing. Because why I want to do this? Because I want it to be as natural as possible, so that we don't use any dyes. I mean, minimum mistakes. And then this is like this is here. You can see these are 100% pure cashmere throws as well, the pashmina which we call. So these are also like my newest thing where I'm employing women. It's like you can say it's our women employment empowerment project, because here we need women which are, they don't need to be very trained to spin the yarn for this. So I'm really hopeful for this collection to do well.
So your women empowerment. You're empowering women as well.
Absolutely. I mean, we are like around 250 artisans. There you can say 170 are women, because we need women just to do the spinning, and then embroidery is done by both men and women. But spinning is done by only women. So we have more women artisans than men.
I'm from Ainak Fashion. Please tell me about your brand.
Hi, I am Ashima and my brand is called Izhar by Co Designs. We are primarily into your invitation and gifting. Yeah.
So are you coming up with any new collection?
All that you see here is our new collection. The one that we are heavily promoting is South Indian inspired wedding invitation, and this is our Srinath collection that you see here, and right behind me is the Balaji collection, wherein everything in this card that you see is usable. Like people will cherish the invite, keep it in their home and not, have the information and just let it be there where it is and not care about it. So that's this thing.
So tell our viewers about your brand.
Okay, so it started 7 years ago. Mrs. Ruchita Bansal is the owner of the brand. She started 7 years ago from a toy room, wherein she started helping families and friends with their gifting and invitation requirement. It started with designing candles, envelopes and all of that. Then came a little later on the concept of reusability. The wedding invitation, people thought it was a waste. So wherein she came up with an idea that, you anyway have to gift something to the guests. So why not club the invitation and gifting together, so you don't feel end of the day that it is waste of money. So what we curate, it's her brainchild, and what we do is primarily something that you can probably reuse later on. Anything and everything in the curation can be reused. Yeah.
So do you do customizations as well?
100%. I mean, so wedding invitation is the first thing that your audience receives, your guest receives. So we weave the whole love story, or the bridal lehenga, whatever you want to convey to your guests, we weave it in the invitation. So 100% customization.
Is it sustainable?
Yes, that's what I've been mentioning quite a while, that yes, everything that you see here can be reused later on, and sustainability is big time that we promote, keeping aesthetics intact. Yeah.
So is there any collection you would like to talk about or explain?
If you ask me, my personal favorite at this moment is Srinath collection. So I'll tell you, since you asked me about sustainability, I'll tell you. So this is an invitation that you see here. So this later on can be used as a wall hanging. Yeah, and this is the box. This is the box, this is the top of the box, and the box itself can be reused later. The top of the box can be used as a wall hanging, and this is the invite. This is the invite. This thing. So this is my present favorite, and I think I speak for Izhar team right now that this is our favorite collection.
So is there any message you want to give to our viewers?
Yes, don't think that invitation and gifting is waste of money, because it is not. Aesthetics are something that your invitation is the first thing that your guest receives, and it has to be beautiful. Once your guests receive the invitation, they get the idea, or you can say teaser, of what your wedding is about. So weave it properly, give time to your invitation, and give us 3 months in advance the production time, please. End time production pressure is too much. Yeah.
Think of anything and it will be there.
Well, I would like to say that since we are seeing the climate changes around the world, in India also you see the floods and everything. So I would say like we all should do our bit to use things or buy things which are more sustainable and which are more environment friendly.